Hey friends, Powwow Rob Phoenix here. Hope you're all doing well. Just a quick weekend recap. I got a lot done insofar as like outdoor work and powwowing this weekend. Friday I did meet with the client and do a card reading. And I did the card reading to determine like what kind of influences were at work in his life. I promised I'd follow up on that, and the follow up is that some of the things that came up were extremely private, which I'm not going to reveal here for the sake of my client, but they require me to meet with him in successive meetings going forward. So sometimes you see really good things in the cards, sometimes you see nothing. We were very fortunate that this was a very revealing card reading. Again, I use playing cards. Here they are. My playing cards are just a simple deck of like, I don't know, they're just these like, oops, just playing cards. This is sort of an old-timey deck that I have. They're written on paper. It's not even cardstock. It's not like that shiny, slippery cardstock. This is just like actual, just like paper, cardboard. Um, but I enjoy using these. So if you plan on taking playing card reading up as a skill, I recommend it. It's much more intuitive than the tarot. It's much more precise. I think it's much more in tune with the energy of the American folk traditions than say the tarot, which is very like European and such. But I prefer this for sure. Also, I had another friend who's a frequent quote unquote patient of mine stop by today for basically a medication refill. He has some ongoing health issues, but he is very much opposed to modern medicine. He doesn't see a doctor. I don't know if he has health insurance or not. I don't know if he can afford a doctor or not, but he chooses not to go that route. He does alternative medicine for everything in his life. And so frequently I provide him medications that I make on my own. And this time I provided him with a dandelion tincture, which I actually didn't make because I was out, completely out. I have a dandelion tincture in process now, but it's not ready. It won't be ready for a couple of weeks. So when I'm out of certain things that I use frequently for clients, I purchase them through a local apothecary that I trust called the Rosemary House. Now, I think it's really important to find something local. I'm wearing my support local shirt. I think it's really important to find someone local that you can trust for plants, herbs, and tinctures and such. When you are out and you can't provide something, you have this like go-to source, which is what I do. So anyway, he came today. I provided him with a dandelion tincture that I purchased from the Rosemary House. I have my own dandelion tincture currently brewing, I guess you could say, but it's not ready. But I also did take some yarrow for my own stock. Yarrow is very good for kidneys. I made up three tea bags basically, so he can make three powerful infusions. The prescription is 3 days in a row, drink this infusion, and along with the tincture, that should clear up the issue. But that's really important. The yarrow is locally grown. If I have to purchase my herbs dried, again, they come from the local apothecary that grow their own herbs. So you have to find someone local that's reputable, support your local apothecary. You want stuff that's sourced locally because, especially things that are pollinated and such with like local honey and such you want because that helps with like allergies and such with as well. So um support local, support your local apothecary, support your local powwow. If you have a powwow local, go to that person. If you don't have a local powwow, consider becoming the local powwow. If you're interested in that, becoming your local powwow, doing what I do for the people, just contact me. I can fix you up. I'll get you ready. I'll teach what you need to know, and put you out there so you are the local powwow for your community. I think that's really important. In this day and age, like medical insurance is so ridiculously expensive, and it does not guarantee you medical care. I speak from experience. I have very good medical insurance that I pay very little for, but I work for the Commonwealth and we have great insurance, but it does not ensure that you're going to get great medical care. Um, for example, like mental health care is so hard to get access to, no matter who you are, no matter how much money you have, no matter how able you are to pay, no matter what your insurance is. I found that it's just really difficult to get proper mental health care. Um, Also, medical treatments and such. Um, for example, I wanted to see a dermatologist. Well, doesn't matter what your ability to pay is. It doesn't matter what my insurance is. I'm on a waiting list that's at least 19 months out. 19 months. It's almost 2 years. I could be cured of the situation, or it could have completely overtaken my body and I turn into like a lizard person. Like you just don't know. So just because you can pay and just because you have insurance doesn't guarantee medical treatment. The United States healthcare is the worst. It's very poor. If you can get it, it's good, but you know, that's the trick, isn't it? So sometimes all you have, like my friend, is your local powwow or alternative methods that you've tried on your own. So if you're the local powwow and you're offering treatments and healing to someone, to your community, what I mean to say is make sure what you're doing is on the up and up. Make sure that you're sourcing your stuff from a reputable, like apothecary, like I am with the Rosemary House in Mechanicsburg. Um, my supplies come from them. I even order live plants from them that I then repot and such and grow, like my own herbs and such. I don't get everything from them. There is a local market, family owned, um, where we can get some groceries. They have the best meats because they have a good butcher, situation going on. But they also sell locally grown herbs and vegetables and flowers. And so we get our plants, pre-starter plants from them. Um, so we have all the vegetables and such for our garden. Now the new moon is coming up on Tuesday. So that's the time to plant everything in your garden that grows above ground. So we have all several different kinds of tomatoes. We have green peppers, we have cucumbers, we have lettuces, we have zucchini. I got spaghetti squash, and even for fun, I got some watermelon plants. I've never grown watermelon before, but since the new neighbor now has two small children, we have our son. We just thought they might get a kick out of watching that grow, and then we get to pick it and eat it, and it's like a sweet treat. So, yeah, very much excited about the garden this year. So today I started reading various Bible verses to my herbs. I know that entire sentence sounds crazy, but I just really want to do everything I can for all of my medicine to grow properly. So I went on Google and I searched like um, whatever Bible verses for herbal medicine, something along those lines. And it came up with a website with all these lists of verses. So I read them all out loud outside to all my herbs. And I plan to do the same thing to the vegetables in the vegetable garden when it's time. It just made me feel good. Like I felt like I was actively participating in their growth. And like kind of, I don't know, offering them a blessing. It just really, I don't know. I just really am feeling different this year than in previous years. I'm feeling very much connected to my land. I'm feeling very much like connected to growing my own medicines, making my own stuff. And I have in previous years, but this year more so than others. It's just me getting older. And this is, old man Rob is going to be that old herb guy and garden guy and growing veggies and making medicines and such. And it is what it is. But it was really nice today to have a friend over, who comes regularly for medicine from me. And it was nice to be able to offer that. And like I said, I did make a batch of tincture, dandelion tincture. Now, when I make the tincture, I use the root. Dandelion root you can buy separately. Um, Believe it or not, like actual dandelion, like the fresh plants, are very hard to find in this day and age, at least around me, because humankind has spent you know, humans have spent so many years finding ways to kill these things. And now it's hard to find them. It's hard to find dandelions growing. I don't see them anywhere in the local parks, on the hills. I live in a very like rural area and it's really hard to find dandelions. So um, I get them from the Rosemary House, my local apothecary. But I get that they grow them and dry them and such. But I like the roots, and then I order separately the leaves. So I think the roots are really good for the alcohol-based tinctures. The leaves are better for things like oils and poultices and salve and such. But, that's just how I prefer to use them. So anyway, I started my own tinctures with what I had left of the roots that I purchased last year. So I'll have to replenish that stock. I have a supply of the dried leaves coming in. They should be here by Tuesday or Wednesday. But I'll use them to make some poultices and I can make syrups out of them. I can, make infusions, things to be absorbed by intaking them into the body. Um, anyway, that's where I'm at with that. So it was a good day. I repotted a couple of different herbs. I still have a tomato plant that I want to plant. It's meant to grow in a pot on a patio. Like it apparently grows up and forms a lot of small tomatoes. So it's the first time I ever tried this kind of plant. So that'll be repotted tomorrow. And I'll put that on the patio and see how that grows. Love tomatoes. So we'll see. Been watching a lot of YouTube videos. YouTube is my favorite. And I've been seeing a lot of people who have been worshiping this demon of wealth. Let me find the name of it here. It'll probably come up right away because I've seen so many videos about it, but it was really upsetting to me that there are so many people who worship this demon of wealth. Like I just don't understand why so many people, and they're saying that they had to sign a contract with this demon. They they make this pact with it. And I thought it was just this one person I saw online yesterday, but apparently it's a lot. So anyway, there is this demon of wealth. It's I can't think of the name of it. I can't think of the name of the demon. I don't want to think of the name of the demon, but it was like claw neck, something like that. Claw neck, the demon of wealth. And I was talking about it with a friend today. He was here and he looked it up and he had all this information about it. Well, he found all this information about it online. It was so disturbing. And it seems to be this new craze where these people are like worshiping and honoring this demon like claw neck, um, the demon of wealth. And they're signing these sort of contracts or making a contract. I don't know if they're signing something, but they're making this sort of deal, this contract with this demon, like in exchange for wealth. Um, it's extremely disturbing that in this day and age, like I don't know, it's very disturbing. So him and I talked about it, and I thought I really need to kind of up my game on this like anti-demon stuff because eventually these people will be coming to people like me to help them out of their situation. Um, yeah, so it's these people who are self-identify as witches that are making these pacts with this demon Klanek, this demon of wealth. So they're using their witchery and their I don't know. It's not good. It's not good at all. And this is like the fear of all this. It leads you down this dark path. Just walk with Christ. Stay away from all this craziness. Just walk with Christ. And it will satisfy you on so many levels. You know, you can still do your magic stuff. You can still heal people. You can still help people and do protective charms and such with. And you don't have to go down this road of like making pacts with demons and such. Just don't go there. So anyway, that's it. That's my recap for the weekend. I'm looking forward to this next week. Um, you know, I have work, of course, but then the following week I'm on vacation for 9 days, and I'm just gonna like totally throw myself into all my work. I'm gonna make all my oils. I'm gonna start making my salves. I have some tinctures that will probably be ready by then. I can start jarring those up. Um, Looking forward to it. So it's going to be a busy like powwowing week in 2 weeks, but that's it. So I hope you all had a great weekend. God bless you guys. Love you, and we'll talk soon. Stay safe.